For your week 11 assignment, I made this handout to try to help you. Remember, for your week 11 assignment, you need to pick two of these concepts. So you need to either pick classical conditioning, operant conditioning, or social learning or observational learning, or PQ4R, and you need to apply them to how you've learned something or how you've been conditioned to do something. So if you pick classical conditioning, you need to explain all of these elements. So what was your unconditioned stimulus? What was your unconditioned response? What was your neutral stimulus? What's your conditioned stimulus? What's your conditioned response? If you pick operant conditioning, you need to explain your positive reinforcement or your negative reinforcement, and then explain if it was a fixed interval schedule or variable interval schedule or a ratio, and ratios can be fixed or variable as well. Or if what you learned was a behavior that you learned from observational or social learning, explain how it was modeled to you and how you learned from it. Or if you pick PQ4R, you need to explain all 6 steps and apply them to your example. So basically for your assignment, you are picking 2 of the 4 and you're explaining how they relate to something you learned. And you have to break down each of the components in each of the steps. So I recommend doing 2 separate paragraphs, 1 for each conditioning, and make sure you fully explain what the conditioning is. So define the term and then apply it to your scenario, and make sure you've broken down all parts of the type of conditioning you're explaining. Hopefully that helps you for week 11's assignment.